Welcome back to our channel, where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you some news. Princess Anne's daughter's surprising refusal of Camilla's requested curtsy shocked everyone. Within the subdued halls of royal etiquette, an apparently trivial gesture, a curtsy, has unexpectedly resurfaced as a contentious issue for discussion. Recent rumors indicate that Zara Tindall, daughter of Princess Anne, has chosen not to curtsy before Queen Camilla. A seemingly little breach of etiquette encompasses decades of history and suggests profound rifts within the British royal family. This research paper looks into the argument by looking at the symbolic meaning of the curtsy, how royal traditions are changing, and what this might mean for the future of the monarchy. The custom of the curtsy among the royal household. Curtsying transcends mere physical gesture. It serves as a powerful emblem of respect, devotion, and commitment to the hierarchical structure that has characterized the British monarchy for decades. The curtsy for royal ladies signifies both respect for elder family members and adherence to enduring traditions that physically affirm the institution's continuity and stability. Traditionally, curtsying has been a fundamental aspect of royal rituals in both public and private contexts. While not legally required, the gesture is a strongly entrenched aspect of royal etiquette. The matter prompts an essential inquiry, since no legal obligation dictates this conduct. Why does the curtsy retain significant importance inside royal circles? For generations, the ceremony has served as a cohesive cultural practice, ensuring that each contact fortifies the monarchy's heritage. Today's society, where progressive ideas are increasingly challenging traditional norms, hotly debates the importance of such formality. Zara Tindall's alleged unwillingness to engage in this behavior may not only be a personal idiosyncrasy, but rather indicative of a wider shift in perspectives toward long-standing practices. Zara Tindall, an exemplar of autonomy. People often view Zara Tindall as one of the most modern and independent members of the extended royal family. In contrast to her relatives, Prince William and Prince Harry, Zara was not bestowed a royal title, a conscious decision by her mother, Princess Anne, to enable her children to have a more ordinary childhood, free from the extensive demands of royal obligation. This choice has profoundly influenced Zara's public image. Zara, recognized for her achievements as an Olympic equestrian and her inclination to avoid the intense royal limelight, exemplifies a lifestyle characterized by modernism and personal autonomy. Critics contend that her hesitance to adhere to all protocols such as the curtsy demonstrates her contemporary perspective and want to lead her life autonomously. Zara's conduct is, for many observers, indicative of a novel epoch in the monarchy that questions the need to conform to antiquated traditions. Critics saw her actions as a nuanced act of rebellion, suggesting underlying familial conflicts and a possible shift in allegiance that may have wider implications. Is it a question of deference or insurgence? The essence of the issue. The primary question persists: is Zara Tindall's conduct a deliberate repudiation of royal tradition, or is it just an outcome of her autonomous disposition? Observers remark that, whereas senior royals and junior members like Princess Catherine are seen curtsying to Queen Camilla during formal engagements, Zara's behavior is notably distinct. Critics of her behavior contend that the curtsy serves as a vital emblem of the royal family's order and togetherness. For them, forsaking such a practice compromises not just procedure, but also the fundamental perception of a cohesive monarchy. In contrast, proponents of Zara argue that the curtsy is an antiquated practice, a remnant of an era when societal respect was important and individualism was stifled. Zara's decision exemplifies a logical progression of royal conduct in an era that increasingly emphasizes personal expression and contemporary ideals. Her actions may not represent a purposeful slight, but rather highlight a wider generational transition from rigidly adhered routines to a more informal, individualized expression of respect. The influence of ancestral legacy, Princess Anne and Queen Camilla. Comprehending the interplay between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla is crucial for contextualizing this debate. For years, rumors of discord have enveloped the relationship between the two. Some propose that personal history rumors associating both individuals with the same guy in the 1970s may have engendered enduring resentments. Furthermore, sources suggest that Princess Anne exhibited a lack of enthusiasm for King Charles's second marriage to Camilla in 2005. Royal insiders observed Princess Anne's subdued demeanor during the wedding, despite it being subtle. People commonly conjecture that Zara, who has consistently maintained a strong connection with her mother, may have absorbed these emotions. Although there is no definitive proof that Princess Anne has directed Zara to abstain from the curtsy, the potential impact of family sentiments on her conduct cannot be overlooked. This historical conflict adds intricacy to Zara's actions. If her mother had misgivings over Queen Camilla's position within the family, Zara's conduct may only reflect those implicit familial dynamics, a subtle manifestation of enduring familial suspicion. Personal allegiances, Zara and King Charles. A notable facet of this debate is Zara's connection with her uncle, King Charles, who also serves as her godfather. This strong connection has consistently characterized their relationship and may provide more understanding of Zara's behavior. Certain observers conjecture that her allegiance to King Charles may be affecting her compliance or non-compliance with certain rules. In a royal family where acts of reverence are often considered demonstrations of devotion, the decision to forego a curtsy to Queen Camilla may be regarded as a discreet acknowledgement of her commitment to King Charles. The move does not constitute a complete repudiation of Camilla as an individual, but simply a reaffirmation of Zara's personal allegiances. History is filled with instances of personal ties gently influencing public conduct inside royal circles. Zara's conduct may represent her profound personal connection with King Charles, a relationship that might gently influence her judgments on etiquette. The 2005 nuptials, a pivotal event. The circumstances pertaining to King Charles's marriage to Camilla in 2005 provide a significant historical reference for this debate. Unlike the lavish celebration of his first marriage to Princess Diana, the second ceremony was notably modest. Numerous insiders remember that the ceremony was intentionally subdued, a choice that many assert aimed to mitigate possible controversy. During that time, signs of dissatisfaction were apparent. Reports indicate that Princess Anne had a restrained temperament throughout the ceremony, an approach that certainly influenced a young Zara Tindall. Subdued criticism during the wedding may have triggered the present dispute, gradually influencing Zara's perspective on royal decorum. Zara's failure to execute the customary curtsy may be seen not as an impulsive act of rebellion, but as an extension of family dynamics originating from events almost 2 decades before. The reverberations of 2005 persist, underscoring that the current difficulties are as much about historical connections as they are about contemporary human choices. Tradition vs. modernity, the comprehensive discourse. The dispute around the curtsy has sparked a wider discussion about the significance of royal customs in contemporary culture. Traditionalists argue that practices such as the curtsy are vital for maintaining the dignity and hierarchy of the monarchy. For them, these rites are not only ceremonial, they are the foundation of a centuries-old organization that embodies continuity and reverence. Critics of rigid conformity contend that devotion to antiquated traditions may jeopardize the monarchy's significance in a contemporary democratic context. For many, the curtsy is considered an obsolete formality, one that contributes nothing to the reverence for the institution and may even seem outdated in contemporary society. They assert that acts and involvement, rather than just ceremonial gestures, achieve real respect. This discussion exemplifies the wider cultural transformation occurring not just within the royal family, but also across traditional institutions. As the British monarchy contemplates its evolution, Zara Tindall's conduct epitomizes the broader conflict between traditional practices and the demands of modernity. Within the palace, perspectives from insiders. Numerous sources familiar with royal dynamics have provided their insights on Zara Tindall's behavior. An unidentified insider said, "There exists a subtle resolve among the younger royals to reconstitute the essence of belonging to this family. It is not a matter of disrespect, rather. It concerns the equilibrium between individual identity and public obligation." Another insider said, "The curtsy is indeed symbolic, yet its importance has diminished in private familial contexts as personal preference becomes paramount. These open remarks imply that Zara's conduct may reflect a normal evolution in the interpretation of tradition among younger royals rather than overt disobedience. In a context that increasingly prioritizes human liberty, the rigid adherence to ancient rituals is being re-evaluated. This transition does not inherently signify a collapse in respect, but may suggest that the monarchy is gradually adapting to align with modern ideas. Public response. A divided nation. The topic of courtesy has markedly polarized public opinion. Traditionalists and modernists engage in conflict on social media and, in opinion, columns on the significance of preserving ancient customs. For many, the curtsy is an essential emblem of respect and continuity, a gesture that sustains the persistent framework of the monarchy. These individuals perceive any deviation from the established routine as a dangerous sign of diminishing reverence for tradition. In contrast, an increasing portion of the populace, especially among younger demographics, perceives Zara's initiatives as a revitalizing departure from antiquated methods. They commend her for defying norms and see her conduct as representative of a contemporary, relevant princess who values honesty over ceremonial formalities. This division in popular sentiment reflects a wider cultural discourse over the significance of tradition in contemporary existence. People are talking about the meaning of ceremonial actions like the curtsy because Britain is changing so quickly. These actions are related to bigger issues like respect, authority, and cultural adaptability in a society that is changing so quickly. Global perspectives, an international overview. The scandal has garnered attention outside Britain. International observers saw the occurrence as a component of a broader story about the gradual evolution of historic institutions. In countries where monarchs are either trying to change things or stay relevant, Zara Tindall's behavior is seen as a reflection of the difficulties any institution faces when it has to balance its historical legacy with modern expectations. Authorities in royal history assert that institutions such as the British monarchy must adapt to align with modern society. A historian remarked, "Monarchies are intrinsically adaptive, highlighting that Zara Tindall exemplifies this broader evolution." This global perspective underscores that the debate over traditions such as the curtsy extends beyond Britain. Instead, it shows a worldwide re-evaluation of how history and modernity can live together. The future consequences for the monarchy. As the issue progresses, several critical concerns remain unresolved. Will Zara Tindall's conduct necessitate a reassessment of royal traditions, or will it be considered a mere instance of individual expression? For several royal analysts, the episode signifies not only an isolated act of rebellion, but rather the future trajectory of the monarchy. A possible effect is that customs like the curtsy may be confined to ceremonial events exclusively, or may be eliminated entirely if younger royals reinterpret the concept of respect in a contemporary context. On the other hand, a response from traditionalists could lead to a greater focus on ritual, with the aim of preserving the current order during a time when maintaining familial unity is crucial. This intricate balancing effort would probably constitute a pivotal issue for the monarchy in the following years. Younger royals are challenging traditional conventions, prompting the institution to reconcile its esteemed legacy with contemporary principles that align with the current public sentiment. Public perspectives, disputes, and divisions. The curtsy scandal has sparked intense discussion across social media platforms and public forums. Certain residents feel that discarding the curtsy diminishes the venerable traditions that have historically been associated with the royal family. For these traditionalists, each act of reverence serves as a reminder of the monarchy's illustrious history, a history that demands respect and cohesion. Conversely, others saw Zara Tindall's conduct as a positive transformation, an indication that the monarchy may adapt while preserving its fundamental principles. They argue that openness, involvement, and honesty, rather than antiquated formality, demonstrate contemporary respect. This difference in public opinion underscores the greater social shift, as individuals increasingly demand that established institutions adapt to the realities of modern living. Could this incident signify more profound familial rifts? In addition to the public discourse, royal observers are contemplating if this episode may signify emerging internal rifts within the royal family. Historically, non-compliance with certain rules has indicated latent divisions and conflicting allegiances. If Zara's acts are a calculated statement, they may reflect the emergence of divisions within the family, one adhering to tradition and another advocating new principles. If these divides intensify, the consequences may go far beyond matters of etiquette, possibly jeopardizing the fundamental cohesiveness of the organization. As the monarchy contends with many external pressures, including media criticism and discussions on its future role, the rise of internal divisions may further hamper attempts to maintain a unified public image. The conclusive examination, what awaits? The dispute around Zara Tindall's alleged unwillingness to curtsy to Queen Camilla symbolizes a wider evolution within the British monarchy. The narrative explores the intersection between human decision and historical expectation, highlighting the conflict between loyalty, individualism, and entrenched tradition. The omission of a curtsy may seem trivial. However, its ramifications are significant, underscoring an escalating conflict between the institution's illustrious history and the demands of contemporary society. The British monarchy now stands at a pivotal juncture. The next judgments will influence the future of royal etiquette and ascertain the adaptability of long-standing customs to a swiftly changing environment. Zara Tindall's actions, which could have been seen as a declaration of independence or a subtle sign of shifting familial allegiances, show that even small actions can have big effects. The ongoing discourse among royal professionals, historians, and the public reveals a singular truth: the monarchy is undergoing transformation. We have yet to determine the nature of this development, whether slow or marked by significant alterations. Undoubtedly, the curtsy dispute is catalyzing a crucial reassessment of respect and authority in the 21st century. Participate in the discourse. The current public and media discourse over the curtsy scandal signifies a broader debate between tradition and modernization inside one of the world's oldest organizations. Social media is rife with comments as people and royal observers debate whether the monarchy should maintain ceremonial protocols or adapt to contemporary cultural standards. This lively discussion highlights the difficulties encountered by every organization striving to commemorate its history while maintaining relevance in contemporary culture. The issue persists. Does Zara Tindall's alleged reluctance to curtsy to Queen Camilla signify a contemporary, adaptable monarchy, or will it be considered a singular occurrence within a dynasty entrenched in tradition? We anticipate a complex response. This dispute has ignited an essential discourse on the significance of ceremonial practices in the modern day. As the British monarchy undergoes this transitional phase, it must harmonize the imperatives of tradition with the anticipations of contemporary society. The curtsy, once an essential emblem of respect, now functions as a barometer for the institution's capacity to adapt. Zara Tindall's behavior, viewed by some as rebellion and by others as a genuine manifestation of contemporary individuality, epitomizes the broader issues confronting the royal family today. The evolving story will certainly maintain public interest as the monarchy seeks to reconcile its distinguished history with contemporary demands. The longevity of royal traditions will depend not on how strictly old rules are followed, but on how well the institution can change while still sticking to its core values. As this discourse intensifies both inside and outside the royal confines, the global audience observes attentively. The result will not only influence the future of the British monarchy, but may also provide a model for how other historical institutions manage the intricate equilibrium between tradition and modernity in a constantly evolving environment. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for now.